If you're new here, welcome. For our loyal subscribers, welcome back to Shadows and Evidence. On this channel, we break down the digital links in the modern true crime era, analyze the case, and give you the digital link that blows the narrative wide open. Like, share, and subscribe, fellow Shadowers. The camera was on, the door was closed, and the audience was already waiting. Tyler Clementi was 18 years old, a freshman violinist, quiet, private. In September 2010, he had just begun his first semester at Rutgers University in New Jersey. Like thousands of students before him, he believed his dorm room was the one place on campus where he could close the door and be unseen. He shared that room with another freshman, Darun Ravi. They were not close. They were strangers forced into proximity. And one of them had a laptop with a webcam. On the night of September 19, 2010, Ravi activated the webcam remotely while Tyler was in the room with another man. He did not tell Tyler. He did not ask. Instead, he sent messages and tweets inviting others to watch. Investigators later reconstructed the sequence using Twitter stamps, chat logs, dorm network access records, webcam activation times, and router connection tables. The data showed a live feed was initiated, links were shared, viewers attempted to connect. The room was no longer private. It had become a broadcast. At first, the incident was described as a prank, a lapse in judgment, a moment of immaturity. The prevailing belief: nothing was saved, nothing was recorded, nothing permanent happened. Just embarrassment. But the digital trail told a different story. 2 days later, another tweet appeared. Another time, another invitation, another planned viewing. This meant the first stream was not accidental. It was a test. The second was intent. And intent changes everything. University IT and prosecutors analyzed dormitory IP logs, session duration records, MAC address associations, social media propagation paths, and viewer access attempts. They established the webcam was accessed remotely, the broadcast was deliberate, the audience was real. Tyler learned what had happened, and he learned how many people had been invited to watch. The exposure was no longer theoretical. It was social, permanent. What the logs could not show was the internal collapse. Digital humiliation spreads faster than it resolves. Even when content is removed, the knowledge of its existence persists. Screenshots may exist, copies may exist, witnesses always exist. The uncertainty becomes its own form of imprisonment. On September 22, 2010, Tyler Clementi jumped from the George Washington Bridge. The investigation that followed proved you do not need to touch someone to destroy their sense of safety. You only need to let them know they were watched. Darun Ravi was later convicted on multiple counts including invasion of privacy, bias, intimidation, and tampering with evidence. The court recognized that surveillance without consent is a form of control, and exposure without permission is a form of violence. Every camera is a potential witness. Every witness can become a weapon. Subscribe to Shadows and Evidence, because in the digital age, privacy is no longer a setting, it's a vulnerability. And there's one detail most people still miss.